Hello, hello, hello. You are tuning into another episode of The Wunderkind Show. Today's first and last topic, because you know we were streaming live today. Ravens recap. Look. The Ravens got the W today versus the Browns, the number one defense in the entire NFL, and they beat them, I believe, 28-3? Yes, 28-3. Scoring 7 points in the first quarter, 14 points in the second, 0 points in the third, 7 points in the fourth. Not kicking no field goals, with Lamar Jackson completing 5 of 19 passing for 186 passing yards and 2 passing touchdowns. And also Gus Edwards going 15 carries for 48 yards. Mark Andrews with 5 receptions for 80 yards, 2 touchdowns. And let me tell you this right now. Yeah, they didn't do bad. And plus on that, Lamar had 2 rushing touchdowns. Let me break this down real quick, because I really want to say this. John Harbaugh, he is a problem. He is a problem that I don't see soon being fixed. He is a problem that is going to probably bite this team in the butt, later on in the year in more important games. And I want to say this also. The offensive line. Now, look, they were going against that monster, that bionic of a man named Myles Garrett. So make no mistake about it. They did what they could do. You can't do much with them. But going forward, this line is going to be a problem. It's going to be a problem. It's not consistent enough in pass pro. Now, I know the All-22 Warriors are probably going to go there and be like, no. They're much better than what we thought they were. Yeah, okay. This team has, even with all the injuries, they have what it takes to go forward. They have what it takes to make noise. The problem that they have is they're making too much turnovers, too many mental mistakes. The O-line's getting called on a lot of holding, false starts and stuff like that. And they are whiffing on blocks, which are stalling and killing drives, right? And Lamar is asked to do way too much. Let me tell you this right now. Lamar had a darn good game this game. Some of the throws that man had was absolutely just the Mona Lisa. That pass, to me, and the crazy thing is the best pass of the game wasn't even completed. The best pass that I saw was the one that he did to Aguilar. Going to the out of bounds, right? That was on, oh my God. It just floated right over the 2 defenders' head. It just dropped in his hands. He just couldn't get his feet down. I was like, oh my God, that boy Lamar is a problem. And during it, I remember people were still complaining about Lamar. They weren't complaining about the running backs fumbling and doing what they do. They weren't complaining about anything. They're just complaining about Lamar. And Lamar has played extremely efficient this season. I know the fumbles have been a problem. I'm not going to, and he'll tell you that himself, it has to get cleaned up. That has to. It can't be going on much longer. It really can't. It's something that needs to be fixed exponentially quickly. But outside of that, he has been remarkably good. 8 touchdowns, 1 pick. 800 and something passing yards. What else? 800 passing yards. He already has, 3 or 4 rushing touchdowns. He's completing like 77% of his passes. Like, bro, like, come on, like, yeah, man, like it's he's like that. I've been trying to tell everybody he's been like that. The funny thing is, where's all the teams that doubted him? Oh, Atlanta, you know who I'm talking to. Atlanta Falcons, y'all thought y'all could fly high and everything else. Now they're talking about we don't want Desmond Ridder. Desmond Ridder tried to dap up his own teammate. The teammate threatened him to get away from him. That's how bad he's been playing. And Atlanta said they didn't need Lamar. Well, thank you, because we made him the highest paid player at the time. Well, still till now, technically. And he loves being here. So, your loss. And another thing I want to bring up that I think a lot of people aren't really talking about is Joe Burrow. Have y'all seen how putrid his game has been? How his play has been? And you're not going to hear nothing Listen, we've been breaking down this game. I like to keep everything transparent. I'm going to read y'all off the putrid play that they did. The Bengals were beat 27-3. 27-3. Right? Joe Burrow was 20 of 30 for 165 yards, 0 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. Mixon with 14 carries and 67 yards, 4.8 yards a total, 0 touchdowns. Chase was 7 receptions for 73 yards, 10.4 a clip, no touchdowns. And they lost again. Look, let me be real with y'all. The Bengals are tanking for Caleb Williams. They're tanking for Caleb Williams. Look, I told y'all I was wrong about one thing, and I'll say. I was wrong about the Bills because I had the Bills not making the playoffs either. The Bills are playing out, like, after that first game, they've been hitting on all cylinders. But the Bengals, I was right about them. They don't look like they're going to make the playoffs, guys. For them to make the playoffs, they're pretty much going to have to win out. I don't see them being able to do that. And tomorrow, I don't want to hear no excuses for Joe Burrow. I don't want to hear, oh, his calf hurts. That's what's wrong. No, he's looked bad. This offense looked bad. And they were like, oh, because we don't have T. So the only way Joe Burrow can operate is if he has at least two number one receivers on the squad. It's the only way that offense can operate. And y'all thought, now I heard some people saying they're going to tank for Marvin Harrison to replace T. And T's going to be out for a while because he has a rib injury. They're saying that he's going to be out for a while because he has a rib injury. But don't you just love how Lamar doesn't get any of that grace? Seriously, he gets none of the grace that these other guys get. None. You know how many players we're missing right now? Do you have any idea how many players we're missing? We're missing a crap load of players. And this man, he's missing his left tackle. Moses went down. They're going to MRI him tomorrow, have an MRI tomorrow. So he's missing his left tackle, his right tackle. His center just came back. He's missing his starting running back. He's missing his number one receiver. He's missing his third best receiver. Like, bro. And you know what? They still expect him to be outstanding. That's the difference with Lamar and company. That's what shows me who's the real dog, who's the real guy. You know where I'm coming from? Because he doesn't get those excuses. They just say, you still got to produce. You still got to get the W. And no matter what happens, that's what Lamar does. There's no excuses. The only reason why the Bengals, like I try to tell them, like you guys talk about injuries. Yeah, now you guys are trying to milk Joe Burrow's calf injury. The only reason why the Bengals are even relevant in the AFC North is because the Ravens were injury prone. They've been facing the backup quarterback for 2 years. And the backup quarterback almost beat them. That's a fact. Don't you just love how this season's going? So, how would I rate today's game? Offense, I'll give him a C+. Listen, Harbaugh, his mentality is just so detrimental to this team. You're only up 2 touchdowns. Why are you playing ball control? Why? This is not the 90s. This is not the 80s. You're trying to get your team to figure out some rhythm, to bring that rhythm from the previous game into the next game. No. We're up 2 touchdowns. That's enough. Let's start seeing if we could run the ball. Run, pass, run, pass. And every single coordinator under Harbaugh has done the same thing. So we've blamed it on Marty Morningwig. Finding out it wasn't his fault. We blamed it on Greg Roman. We're finding out that it's not his fault. And Todd Monk is doing the same thing. So, of course, it's not his fault either. The common denominator is John Harbaugh. And if we're going to be the team that we think we can be, he has to stop holding this team back. Because that's what he's doing. He's holding them back. He's holding them back. Let them play. But what do you guys think? Did you enjoy the game today? Did you think we still have to make long strides? And the defense, once again, was lights out. Roquan and Queen look absolutely monstrous. And Hamilton. Clowney, please, God, if he could just convert on his sacks. Clowney would be leading the league right now in sacks if he would just finish his sacks. Clowney gets to the quarterback 3 times a game, and he finishes none of them. None of them. It's sad. But shout out to that boy because he's playing his butt off. And shout outs to the Ravens. We got the dub. On to the Steelers. Let's make this 4-1. But let me know what y'all think down in the comment section, all right? All right. Y'all already know how it goes. And Bengal fans, I know his calf injury is so bad. Oh! Shut up. Y'all going to take that. You know why? Even though I don't wish injury on anybody, because y'all were saying stuff about Lamar. Oh, y'all think about injury with whoever's out there so we play. Yeah, okay. I told y'all. Keep that same energy because I will too. And that's the episode of The Wonder Kid Show. Thank you for watching. You know how we get down. We have fun and we laugh, but everything we talk about rooted in what? Facts and truth. Please do remember, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, leave a comment. You know I love the comments. And if you have not done so already, check out The Wonder Kid Show's Patreon. Yes, 3 tiers of absolute content goodness. Waiting for your consumption, so give it a look. Let me know what you think. And if you want to donate to the channel, help out, bottom of the screen right here is a QR code. QR code's to a Cash App. Cash App located in the description of every video that we do. And the name of it is $, The Wunderkind Show. Super easy. But once again, this is The Wunderkind Show. The show is not just signing off. And as always, you know my slogan. Peace. And I am out of here. Yerp.